Hello everyone, my name is Hal. This is Quail Studios Guitar. I think we are live. Let's check. Very good. Good morning to all of you in Australia. Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. And anywhere in the outback that I didn't mention by name. Hello, Dan. Good morning to all those supporters in California. Good afternoon to those people in the Midwest and on the East Coast of the United States. Good evening to those in Europe and South Africa. We truly have a global audience. Let me not forget my supporters in the Philippines and also in Indonesia. Welcome to you. Did I miss anybody? Put your location down in the comments and let us know where you are. We love to hear from you. We really do. Don't be shy. Go ahead, make a comment while I'm talking. You can interact as much as you want, and I'll scan the comments to see if there are any questions, and I'll answer them as we go along. If I miss a question, feel free to post it again, or else someone else will point out a question and we'll get to it. Now and then, we're going to talk about the lead as they play it with the slide, although I'm not going to play it with a slide. I'm going to play it without a slide because I know some people that want to learn this lead, but they don't have a slide yet, or they really don't know how to use a slide. We'll talk about a slide later, not in this video, but in another video. And but today we're just going to go over the lead, and I'm going to put tabs on the screen so you can see them as I play along. Now, the chords during the lead look something like this. So we're coming out of a... Let me look at the comments and just check and see what's going on here. Who have we got? We got Bob here. We've got Carol. Hello, Carol. Yes, you are. Yes, you start the evening. Hello, hello. Good to have you, Carol. Thanks for being here. Let's see here. Give me a like, my friends, if you like what I'm doing. Okay, so we come out of a now and then I miss you. I forget what that part is. I want you to be there for me. So we're coming out of a chorus and we go into the solo chords. How's that sound, Bob? Does that sound good? Is it okay? So let's see, we got this A minor chord. Now we're going to play this D minor for 8 beats, 5, 6, 7, 8, going to a C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D minor for 8 beats again, 5, 6, 7, 8, C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. E minor, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A minor, 5, 6, 7, 8. D for 8 beats, 5, 6, 7, 8. D minor, G, then it goes into a verse. I know it's true. Then it goes back into there. Okay, so this section, this solo section, as I've watched the video, let me pull up my notes again. We're talking about, for those of you who had just joined us, we're talking about Now and Then, and we're talking about the lead in the middle of the solo, and the solo right there. In the official music video, when the solo plays, you know, where the slide guitar part comes in, there is no reference in the official video on the Beatles channel who is playing the slide, the solo. I don't really care. It's okay with me if we don't see that, but I have to say that, I'm going to say this, and you know, you can tell me what you think, but I think that part of the video is rather silly, and I don't like it much when John and George and Paul are inserted into the video. It looks like AI did it or something, you know, in former days. Especially John, as John's doing some silly stuff there in front of, you know, people that are playing the violin. I really don't like that. I'd rather listen to the song without images being suggested to me. It ruins my mental image of what is going on in the song. And so I prefer to pull up the song with not that music video, but just, listening to it. And I do that with other songs. If they're not actual musicians playing live, a lot of times I just listen because I have a mental vision and an idea of what's going on in the song. So I really like the lead. It's so simple, so easy. So let's go over it here. Let me put on the video. Let's put on the screen the tab. I'm going to cut off my head. I hope you don't mind. Let's see. Who else is here? Oh, Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Good morning, Bob, Carol says. Okay, so this is what we have here. Let me take that off the screen just for a second. I'm going to put that back on the screen so you can see it. So you'll see that we have, let's see, can I actually, no, I can't put the cursor on there. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 measures, and then a 17th measure. You can see on each measure, at the beginning of the measure, there's a number there. So you'll notice that there's a D minor, 2 D minors, and we start on the 10th fret right there, and there's a slide marking. So we're doing this without a slide right now. So that's what we do. We start on that 10, and we hold that for 6 beats. And each measure, let me take this off just for a second. Let's talk about this. In the music there, each measure has 4 beats. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, like that. Let's go back and look at the tab, okay? So I'm going to be counting that for you. So the first measure, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a lot of times what I'll do is I'll think of it as 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me look at this chat. I've got Steve Hawksley here. I think I said that right. Hi, good evening from England. Sorry if I've missed this next question. What do you class the second chord, a G6 or an E minor with a G bass? Hello, Steve. Here, let's ask. Did you see, Steve, did you see our live stream last week? Because I actually put the chords on the screen. Let's do that right now. Okay. The first chord is an A minor. And the next chord, now Bob, who is in the chat, Bob Schumann, he loves a G6. Is that the one you like, Bob? I like to call it an E minor with a G bass. Sounds a lot like an E minor with a G bass because Paul is playing that G bass. You could do it like that, or you could do it like I have on the screen, like that. I like that a lot. You can play just a regular G6 like this. Okay. Hello, Ed. Welcome. Now, this note right here, when I'm putting that one in, is an E note, just like the high note is an E note. That's the 6. If we were on the G, you could call that a G6 also. And then the next chord is an F major 7 that we get in the song, not the next chord that we play. Like that. You can play it like this. You can play an F bass. If you can do that, I can actually do this on this particular guitar. I couldn't do it on my acoustic guitar last week because it's just a little bit thicker neck. Or you can use this F major 7 like that. The next chord we get in the song is an E chord. Thanks, Bob, for helping everybody out here. And the next chord we get is an A sus4. And then we go to an A minor. Let's see, the next chord in the song is a G. This chord that I have on the screen right here looks like a chord that you would normally get in a book, a beginning chord, or sometimes they would come out with that. But I like to mute this A string with this second finger like this. And then we go to B minor. These are the chords in the song Now and Then. We get an E minor chord. D chord. That's another chord that we get in the song. D minor. Really important chord. C chord. An F chord, I like this F chord. I use it right at the end, and I think that's all the chords. Yeah, now we're back to A minor again. So let me check my tuning. Something doesn't sound quite right. I'm just going to check it really quick here. I'll let you listen to what I'm doing. That one looks pretty good. That one looks good. That one looks good. Oh, that E string is off just a hair. There we go. It's really good to tune up your guitar to keep it in tune, because what happens is that it helps to train your ear. Let's see what Bob says here. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Bob. Thank you if you like. So, Bob is our moderator today. Say hello to Bob. He's great. I love Bob. Wonderful supporter. Thank you, Bob, for being here. Okay, so let's go back to the solo. The chords are D minor for 8 beats, C, D minor, C, E minor, A minor, and D in that order. All of those are going to play for 8 beats. And I just programmed this into my diddle looper. I've got a X2 diddle looper by TC Electronic. I am not sponsored by them. I just like it. I bought it years ago, and it works really well. Then at the end of that section, the last 2 chords in the solo, you get a D minor for 4 beats and a G for 4 beats, and then we're back into I know it's true, like that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play the A minor. Oh, you know what? I think I'll pull up on the screen, get rid of that, the tab. You can't see my head, right? But I'm going to see, here's the tab, right here, right above, right? Boy, this is really hard to do. This is weird. So the tab is right there, and I'm going to start with that slide up to 10 right there. Here we go. So I'm starting with the I want you to be there for me. 5, 6, 7. Here's the lead. Goes up to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slides up to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I missed something. I missed something right there. At the end of that line, it goes right there, the 5. Forgot. The 8 is for 2 beats, and then the 5 is for 6 beats. Let's do this again from the beginning. Want you to be there for me. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sliding up to 10, holding it for 8 beats. 6, 7, 8. This is the D chord. 5, 6. D minor, going to the G. 2, 3, 4. I know it's true. 2, 3, 4. And that's the whole lead. Now, what you can do is that you can go back and watch this later and review that and slow it down if you need to. Let's see. Carol says, whole solo on B? I'm not sure I understand that question. One string leads are the easiest. Oh, yes. Let's go back and look at that. That whole solo is on the B string. Now, it's not just, yes, thank you, Bob, for that clarification there. Yes, on the B string. You know, when you play a solo on one string, like this, you'll find classical guitar players doing this also. They play a solo on one string, especially on classical guitar. Oh, it's not right here. It's in back of me. It's over my shoulder right there. When you play on one string, then the timbre, or the timbre, you can say either way, yes, on the B string, Carol, it stays the same all the way through the lead. That's what's nice about playing on one string. Now, if I did this, see that? So this note and that note has the same timbre to it. And what I mean by that is if I play this note and then play the same note on the open E string, can you hear the difference? That one is a little brighter, and this one is a little darker. I like it better. Nice mellow sound right there. Right? I think I didn't really need to go down to that 5 the first time. Yeah, right there. Anyway, the 5th fret. Yeah, so it's on one string. You can freeze that. Hey Dwayne, how you doing? He says, sorry I'm late guys, just got off a Teams call. No problem, Dwayne, you can come anytime. Yes, it does sound nice, Carol. It does. I love it. So you can practice that. Now, my slide is over there. We'll talk about slide later, if that's okay, how to use a slide. You know, whenever you play a slide, you have to be right over the fret, right on top of it. And you can put it on your ring finger or your pinky or something like that. I have a glass slide I like. You can get a brass slide or a chrome slide, you know. So that's how it goes. Now let's talk a little bit about leads in general, just for a few minutes. Not very many. I usually go about 30 minutes on these live streams. And let's talk a little bit about Mama, take this badge off of me. Okay, I'm going to do a new loop here. Okay, I cleared the last one. Let's do a new one. To concentrate here. Okay, so there's my loop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the song Knocking on Heaven's Door. It's a Bob Dylan song, and of course it was done by Eric Clapton and a bunch of other people. So what you want to do is you want to learn the melody. Like, for instance, the melody to this is super simple. Well, let's see here. Now, the reason I'm talking about this, it also applies to now and then, because you want to know your melody, and then you can actually do something with it. So what I'm doing is I'm starting on a B note. On the B string, it's on the 12th fret. On the G string, it's on the, let's see, it's on the 4th fret. Or it's on the 4th fret above 12. Or if you want to play it on the D string, it's on the 9th fret. Here, let me make a note right here. This is the D string. This is the E string. This is the B string. This is the G string. And this is the A string. I made some notes here so I could remember. So what happens is that we've got, you can start on any string. On the E string, here it's on the 7th fret. And we're only on 7, 5, 3. On the B string, it's 12, 10, 8. On the G string, we're on the 4th fret. On the D string, we're on the 9th fret. That's actually the same octave as the G string. On the D string, we're on the, on the A string, we're on the 14th fret. And that's the whole melody in that song, in Knockin' on Heaven's Door. Check it out. I'll play it, I'll start on the G string, on the 4th fret. Yeah, Bob Dylan. Is that loud enough? Is that background too loud? Now let's try it on the A string. Starting on the 14th fret. See how dark that is? So you can play it anywhere you want. You start it here. You come up 12 frets on the let's go here. B string. Now we talked about playing on one string a little while ago. Who was it that mentioned that? Carol. And yeah, great. So I'm staying on one string for any of those notes, right? Putting a little bit of palm mute in there. Now watch what happens once you learn. Thank you very much, Carol. Once you learn your melody, then you can start to improvise with it, because I wanted to talk a little bit about improvisation. See what I'm doing there? Now Lisa is working on a song right now, and I'm helping her with that. What's the name of that, Lisa? Where is it at? I don't have the notes for it right now. Anyway, I'm helping her with a song. Goodbye, my love, goodbye, or something like that. And the same thing applies to that. Now Dan, in Australia, he was asking about this particular song, about Knockin' on Heaven's Door, and asking me what was I doing on the A string and on the D string, and that's basically it. So let's play this again, and I'll show you what's going on. Starting on the 14th fret, right here, 5 to 7, see what I'm doing there? Now right there, Dan asked me about that. What did you do there? Now a G chord has a G, B, and a D in it. We're starting on the B note. It's called the third of the chord. And when you go down right there, that's the G. And when you hit the D chord, there's an F sharp. That's the F sharp, and it goes back to G, like that. And right there, when you go D to G, that little F sharp to G sounds so good. Okay, let's listen to it. I'll do that several times. Feels like right there. Here comes the G, F sharp, G. That was the F sharp. F sharp. See that? Beautiful. That's how you do it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that melody and I'm just working with it. And I don't necessarily write that all out. You do it, okay? You do it with those chords. G to D, A minor, G to D, to C, D, and then it starts over. That's the progression. What I did when I put down the ditto loop, the looper, I used that chord right there. I took a C chord, went up 2 frets, and you can use the same notes but up 2 frets, and you get something called a D11. Now I actually talk about that in my Knocking on Heaven's Door videos. If you want to go look at those, search those, Quail Music Guitar. Thank you for being here. We sometimes do keys. Boy, I want to do more keys. Anybody interested in keys? Let me know. Thank you for being here, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you for everyone being here. Steve and Carol, Dwayne, Lisa, Ed. Did I get everybody? And Bob especially, thank you very much for being our moderator today. I really appreciate that. I've got a Patreon, and you can look in the description and get that. Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Deborah Noel. Yes, let's talk keys sometimes. Yes. Okay, let's do it. I'll probably do it. Now, next week, next week on Thursday is what we call Thanksgiving here in the United States. It's a holiday for us. I'm going to be visiting some family. I will not be doing a video that day. I don't know. We're going to be hiking at noon, our time or something. I don't know. We're going to be having fun. I've got kids and grandchildren that I'm going to be hanging out with. And we're going to have a great time. So you have a good week this coming week. It's getting colder. I can see that in the northern hemisphere. Down in Australia, you guys are going into summer. That sounds pretty fun to me. Okay, so next week, no live stream. I will release a video, I hope, coming up next week. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for being here. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye. I'm going to go hang out with my supporters. And yes, you can figure out how to become a supporter. by looking in the description.